everyone, this is Ziki here, and I hope you're all doing very well. I am here with some updates of what is happening out there. Our first story is coming from Limpopo, South Africa, where 4 suspects were arrested in possession of goats that were heading for Gauteng. Now, they were caught with about 52 goats, okay, and 4 sheep in a bakkie, okay, already on N1 heading to Johannesburg. Now, people were questioning how did they even manage to cross the border with those animals on board? What is going on at the borders there, okay? Now, the names of those people who were caught were mentioned here is Petros Mbezi, who is 41 years old, Fanuel Ndo, who is 36, Ahulisan Mbezi, who is 36, and Wokani, who is also 36, and they were denied bail. Now, a lot of people, came to this section to comment. This one was posted by the South African Police Service. A lot of people came there to comment and say, well, you see what we're talking about in terms of illegal immigrants getting into our countries. This is what they are doing. They are stealing goods from neighboring countries into South Africa and from South Africa into neighboring countries, because it is also stated that the people, they didn't have a proper documentation when they were asked to do so, okay? So, stock theft is something that is very, very serious, especially when it's something to do with crossing into another country with livestock and everything. There are things that are called, prevention of diseases. Some countries have got a different kind of disease for animals. So it's it's a very serious crime. But some people then came saying, if you listen to these names, the way these names sound, it seems like these are vendor people, okay? They're not Zimbabwean people, And others are saying, well, the other surname is Zimbabwean and the others are vendor, maybe. But it's just going back and forth. The truth of the matter is it doesn't matter whether they are vendors, whether they are shoners, whether they are what. The truth of the matter is they committed a crime. They are stealing. A lot of people are losing their livestock. A lot of people are losing their goods, and they disappear forever and not knowing that their goods have crossed the border into another country, okay? So these are some of the issues that are being raised, that illegal immigrants or undocumented people are doing these things, and it's tarnishing the image of the country of Zimbabwe, especially because in this case it is Zimbabwe that was mentioned there. So this is the story that I have for you. Unfortunately, I was going to read for you the comments, but let's forget about the comments because I do have more stories for you, my friends. Now, moving forward, there's also a very unfortunate incident that happened in China where a South African young lady passed away in Shanghai. Yes, her name is Norma Blakey. Of course, the parents have already been informed about her death. She was 28 years old and she passed away in Shanghai. She was an English teacher. And details of her death are not really clear, but let me just make something very clear here. I saw some stories on Twitter where someone was saying she died because of hunger. Because for those of you who don't know, Shanghai has been hit with COVID-19. Currently, they are under lockdown. The whole city is under lockdown because of COVID-19. So some people are saying maybe she didn't have food because of restrictions, because of this. But all I can say is just wait for official statements because we don't want to be insinuating things that are not there, So I just wanted to share with you about that bad news that happened in China. Let me tell you something about China. Again, in China, there are a lot of foreigners, South Africans, Zimbabweans. Plenty of them, they are here, especially South Africans. Most of my friends here, they are all South Africans, okay? The thing is, here we are one people. We are united. Every foreigner we care for each other so much, regardless of where you come from. We care about each other so much. So if anything happens to one of us, we quickly share it. We want to know what happened to them. We want to know everything about what happened. But all I can say is that it's rather unfortunate that this thing happened to our sister here. But the details, of course, the family came on another video where they were talking about this issue because they already know. But I have not yet gotten hold of what they spoke about. But it's not about hunger, okay? Anyway, moving forward again about foreigners living in other countries, there is a Zambian lady, a Zambian young student who is in Russia who has been arrested for twerking in front of a war memorial statue, okay? When you are a foreign student living in other countries, or maybe just a foreigner, be careful of what you do in other countries. There are some countries that are very, very strict. Countries like Russia, China, North Korea, they're not countries where you just go and be ignorant, okay? She just wanted to make a video for likes on Instagram because she shared the video on Instagram. But guess what? She has been arrested. She has been arrested now by the Russian police. Okay, she's in custody right now. There's a video where she came out, apologizing that she didn't know that her actions were going to offend someone who was just doing a video. Had she known, she would not have shared the video like that. But all I can say is, you are in a foreign land. Be careful. Countries like Russia, you just don't go there and be, relaxing. Do you know there's those countries, they don't even allow bloggers. A lot of people have been arrested there. They don't allow bloggers, moving around with camera, doing this and that. Those people are very, very, okay, they've got strict laws. Okay, now she finds herself in trouble just for a video for Instagram. Just like that. How do you go at a monument like a war monument, and you start to twerk and you share it on Instagram? You see such kind of things. Don't exercise your ignorance. The freedom that you have when you are in Zambia, when you are in Zimbabwe, when you are wherever your country, is different from what you can get when you travel to other countries. That is why you need to be very careful about the things that you do. And another thing again, people were asking, what is this girl still doing in Russia? Parents sometimes the things they do, like, what is happening in Russia? There is war, Russia, Ukraine, everything. What if the bombs just come into Russia? You still have a chance to leave that country, and, but you're still there. You're still twerking in the street. So people were asking parents, say, what is the logic of these parents? Will you still let your child be in a region like that? You want to later on cry that the government is not helping us to repatriate our children. Our children are suffering in Russia where they don't, but yet you've got the opportunity to take your child before trouble. There is more trouble, and you already know that the region is troubled. So those are some of the questions that people were talking about, commenting on what happened to this Zambian girl. But we hope everything is going to be fine, because usually when convicted, you can be jailed for 3 years, or you can made to pay a fine. But I think they will just understand the situation that she just didn't know the importance of that monument. That monument remembers those people who died during the war with Germany. So it's very, very sentimental to them. Okay, so I hope you're all doing very well, guys. Let's not be ignorant when we're in other people's countries. Let's do well. Let's behave. Let's be respectful of the environment that we're in. It's not like the freedoms that we get at home. Okay, it's different. Let's just be careful. Okay, this is Ziggy here, and if you are new to this channel, why don't you subscribe and stay, because I'll be giving you more updates as they happen during the day. Until then.